YTBC, this is your boy Coach Shelton Harrison. And in this video, guys, I'm going to take the time to explain to the Triple G fan, okay? I'm going to explain to y'all why I don't really like Gennady Golovkin as a fighter. Okay, I'm not going to get on here. I'm not going to make fun of you. I'm not going to call you names, okay? I am not going to, guys, and I promise y'all, I'm not going to, call you buffoons or idiots or some of the other stuff that I'm not going to call you a mental disease called Triple G fan. And there's still Triple G fans to this day. You're butthurt because I made that video. And guys, I'm not going to insult you in this video. I promise. And you can trust old Coach Shelton Harrison when I say that, okay? I looked at a video by Bringer of Rain Boxing Talk. And by the way, I got to give a special shout out to Bringer of Rain Boxing Talk. I subscribe to his channel and I watch his channel daily. Subscribe to Bringer of Rain Boxing Talk. I respect the guy. He's a young guy that has a lot of sense, okay? With that being said, let's go ahead and start this video. Now, I was reading a thread on Bringer of Rain page. And of course, you had some people on there that were Triple G fans, and they said that Coach Shelton Harrison don't like Triple G because he's not black. Okay, and I can clearly understand why you would think that. But let's go ahead and let's just go ahead and squash that right now. Let's squash it right now. Okay, because if I don't like Triple G because he's not black, now I want y'all to try to understand where I'm going with this. I know this is tough for a lot of you Triple G fans to understand. I know this. But if I don't like non-black fighters, then can somebody explain to me, why is Canelo Alvarez my favorite fighter? Everybody that's subbed to me on YouTube, y'all know that Canelo Alvarez is my favorite fighter. How y'all gonna explain this? How you gonna explain this? Okay? People, come on. Let's really think about it. Why don't I like Triple G as a fighter? So I didn't say I didn't like him as a person. I think he's a great, down-to-earth, and humble person. You see, but why don't I like him as a fighter? People, I know this one, when I tell you this, boy, you're going to be like, dang, I don't understand. I know you're going to say this. But here it is. Here's the big secret. I don't like Gennady Golovkin because he doesn't take tough fights. There it is. There it is, y'all. Hey, listen. I put it right there in your lap. I don't really vibe with Triple G because I don't think he fights the caliber competition that I'd like to see him fight. Okay, when I first started my channel, I rode with Triple G. I watched Triple G. I was a Triple G fan. I was a Triple G fan. Many of us were Triple G fans. I was. But then he started taking one too many fights that I wasn't cool with. And I'm like, dog, when is this guy going to fight somebody who's going to challenge him? When is somebody going to test him? That's what I began to think. And so I stopped being a Triple G fan. I stopped being a Triple G fan. I stopped being a fan of Triple G. But people, I got to go back to this again. If I don't like Triple G because he's not black, okay, and I got to keep bringing this to y'all, remember, because repetition is the mother skill. And I know I got to keep reminding y'all and keep telling y'all because I know y'all not going to get this. But how can I be a Saul Canelo? How can Saul Canelo Alvarez be my favorite fighter? Heck, let's take this a step further. If you look at Canelo and put him side by side with Triple G, and if you didn't know anything about boxing, the average person thinks Canelo is white. Some of my kids, I said, y'all know who this is? And they said, who's that white guy with the red hair? So you can actually argue that Canelo looks darn near as white as Triple G does. But how y'all gonna explain this? How you gonna explain this? If I don't like Triple G because he's white, if I don't like him because he's non-black, I'm sorry. How y'all gonna explain me being a Canelo Alvarez diehard fan? How y'all gonna explain this? How? People, I don't know what else to tell y'all. I don't know what else to tell you. I don't. People, I get on this channel and I praise. I am a Nonito Donaire fan. And I said I will never come on this channel and I will never throw Nonito Donaire under the bus. I will never do that because I'm a Nonito Donaire fan. Because I like Nonito Donaire because he was the only big name that stepped into the ring and put everything that he had on the line because he thought that he was the best. Nonito dared to be great because a lot of people didn't want to step in that ring with Regan down. But Nonito Donaire stepped into the ring, and he stepped into the ring and he fought at a comfortable weight. He fought Guillermo Regan down on his own playing field. How y'all gonna explain this? If I don't like non-black fighters, then how can you explain me praising Nonito Donaire? How y'all gonna explain this? How? This doesn't make sense in reality, y'all. This only makes sense in the YouTube boxing circus of clowns. Let me just keep going in on y'all. Let me just keep going. Okay. If I don't like non-black fighters, people like that, I got to keep telling y'all this. Then why am I a Conor McGregor fan? And don't say, oh, well, he's in the UFC. He's an MMA fighter. It doesn't matter. He's a fighter. He's a fighter. And I'm a Conor McGregor fan. But y'all keep saying that Coach Shelton Harrison don't like white folks. Y'all keep saying this, and I keep telling y'all. I keep telling y'all the same thing. How y'all gonna explain this? If I'm a Conor McGregor fan, diehard Conor McGregor fan, how are you going to explain this? Please try to make sense out of this because, maybe I don't understand where you're coming from. But I'm a Conor McGregor fan. And that's just the way that is. I don't understand, guys. What are you guys getting at? See, I think y'all want to play that role with me because I criticized Gennady Golovkin because he didn't take tough fights. People, you guys started it. Like, you guys actually started that. Y'all put that out there. And now you got people who actually think that Coach Shelton Harrison don't like white folks. And that's not true. That's not true at all. I mean, people, come on. Let's really think about why we saying this. I mean, seriously, man. Seriously, let's really think about why we saying this crap. And people, you know what? It's just dumb. It's dumb because I have an opinion. And you know what the funny thing about it was? Some of you same fans, Triple G fans, y'all came to my page. And I won't forget y'all. Y'all came to my page when I said that Andre Ward need to go ahead and just dare to be great. Go ahead and fight Triple G at 164. I was one of the very few people who said this. I was on an island by myself. I said, Andre Ward, go and fight Triple G. Show that you are the real G. Show that you are the real pound for pound #1 fighter. Go fight Triple G. Beat Triple G on his own terms and become the legend. Become a pay-per-view star. That's what I said. I took so much criticism for that, but I didn't care because that's how I felt. I felt like Andre Ward can beat Triple G at any weight. At any weight. Oh, Coach Shelton Harrison, man, that was a good video. Many of you, the ones that you're saying that Coach don't like white folks, you came on my channel and you said, Coach, that's a good video. Coach, you finally speaking some sense. That's what you said. I didn't respond to any of y'all because I know y'all just being dumb. But that's what you said. That's what y'all said. People, how you gonna explain this? You see, you get upset when anybody criticizes Gennady Golovkin. And we're not criticizing the man because he's not black. We're criticizing the man because we want him to take fight. I want him to take a fight. You guys, y'all gave Tito Garcia a hard time. You gave him a hard time because Tito said, we just want Gennady to fight tough fights. And then let me cap the video off with this. What are y'all going to say about Freddie Roach? Freddie Roach said the same thing that Coach Shelton Harrison said. Are you guys going to say that Freddie Roach don't like white folks? What about Teddy Atlas? Are you guys going to say the same thing? Are you going to say that Teddy Atlas don't like white folks? Is that what y'all going to say? Is that what you're going to say? Because people, they said the same thing that Coach Shelton Harrison said. We all said we just want Gennady Golovkin to test himself. That's it. That's it. This is your boy, Coach Shelton Harrison. I'm done.